Communication Assistant Server is a program to manage users and the operation of CA Client. CA Server is a separate program which enhances the features of CA Client and enables network connectivity with other PBX CA Client users. Let's take a look at the network configuration of multiple PBXs. Let's take a look at the network configuration of multiple PBXs for maximum number of CA server nodes. Let's take a look at the network configuration where each PBX location has a PC with CA server running. Let's take a look at the network configuration where all PBXs connect to one PC with CA server running on 4 server nodes. Review the system requirements given for running a CA server. Let's see the network setup using CA Server. This section explains the installation procedure for CA Server. To install the Communication Assistant client, first double-click the Setup program according to your operating system configuration. Here, let's set the program for 32-bit version setup.exe. Then follow the on-screen guidance to install CA Server. Click the Run button to run the software. On the Communication Assistant Server page, click the Next button to continue. On the Web Server Installation page, read the instructions and select Agree to Install option. Then click the Next button. On the License Agreement page, read the End User License Agreement and select the I accept the terms in the License Agreement option. Then click the Next button. Click the Next button. Click the Yes button to create the Install folder. Finally, click the Finish button to exit the wizard. The CA Server is installed. There are two ways to start the CA Web Manager. First, by using a computer other than the computer running CA Server, and the second, by using a computer running CA Server. Here, let's see the procedure using a computer other than the computer running CA Server. First, start the web browser program. Enter the CA Server's IP address and port number for CA Web Manager in the browser's address bar and click the Go button. Enter the password for CA Web Manager and click OK to log into CA Web Manager screen. The CA Web Manager will get started for computer other than the computer running CA Server. Depending on your web browser security settings, you may have to change settings to access CA Web Manager. Each browser's settings differ. The example given here is for Microsoft Internet Explorer 8. Let's see the procedure to set the web browser security settings. First, click the Tools option on the Internet Explorer page. From the Tools menu, select the Internet Options option. On the Internet Option pop window, click the Security tab. Select the Trusted Site Zone. Click the Sites button. On the Trusted Site pop-up window, enter the CA Server's IP address and port number for CA Web Manager in the Add this website to the Zone field. After the address is entered, click the Add button. Click the Close button when all the settings are done. After installation of the CA server, the Server Node Setup window is displayed. Up to 4 CA server nodes can be established. Each PBX on the network requires a CA server node configuration. Let's see the procedure to set the initial settings for CA Server 1. First, click the Settings icon for CA Server 1 to open the Server Setup screen. On the Settings Server 1 screen, click the Enable Server checkbox to enter the information for server mode. Select the language from the Select Language drop-down list. Enter the access code for international call. Enter your international area code. You must enter your international area code in order to proceed. Enter the server port number that CA Client users enter on the login screen of CA Client. Enter the Web Manager port number for logging in to CA Web Manager. Enter the administrator password in Administrator Password field for logging in to CA Web Manager. Re-enter the password in Confirm Password field. Enter the IP address of PBX and port number to connect CA server to PBX. Enter the port number in Port Number field. Enter the installer level password set for your maintenance console and the port number set as maintenance port number for the PBX. Enter the port number in Port Number field. The settings have been configured. Now click on OK. The initial settings have been set. From the Server Node Setup window, you can click on the Play button to connect to PBX. You can also edit the settings of other server nodes. Once the server node is active, you can click the Stop button to stop if it is necessary. CA Web Manager is a web client used to control CA server settings from any computer on the PBX network. You can add new user profiles. Let's see the procedure to add new user profile. First, click the User Profile option on the left-hand side of the screen. Click the Add Record button from the User Profile menu. On the Add Record screen, select an extension number from the list to create User Profile and click OK. In the Confirmation dialog box, click OK to confirm the settings. A confirmation message is displayed, and you can see a new user is displayed in the User Profile list. You can edit the profile information for each CA client user. Let's see the procedure to edit the user profile. First, click Edit for 102 extension. Here, let's edit the email ID. Enter the email ID and click OK. The user profile is updated for the extension 102. You can delete user profiles. Let's see the procedure to delete the user profile. First, check the box next to the users to delete from the user profile list. Click the Delete Record button. On the confirmation window, click OK to confirm the deletion. A message confirming the deletion is displayed, and the records are removed from the user profile list. You can import user profile data from a CSV or XML file. Let's see the procedure to import user profile data from a CSV file. First, click the Import from CSV button under User Profile. On the pop-up window, click the Browse button to select a file to upload. Select a file to upload and click the Open button. Click OK to upload the selected file. A message will be displayed in the CA Web Manager when the import is complete. You can export user profile data as a CSV or XML file. Let's see the procedure to export user profile data as a CSV file. On the pop-up window, click the Save button to save the file. On the Save As pop-up window, select a destination to save the file using the Save In drop-down. Then confirm the file name. Select the file type using the Save As type drop-down and click the Save button. If a voicemail system is used in your network, you can integrate it with CA. Settings must be made in order to use a VM system with CA client. Once set, this information can easily be added to each extension's user profile. Let's see the procedure to set the voicemail settings. First, click the VM setting option on the left-hand side. On the VM settings screen in CA Web Manager, extension numbers and names for the connected PBX's voicemail systems will be displayed. Enter the IP addresses of the voicemail. Click OK. The voicemail has been set. You can assign each user to a contact list group. Let's see the procedure to assign the user to contact list group. First, click the Contact List Group option on the left-hand side. Enter the names of the contact list groups you want to use. Click OK. You can specify contact list group for each user in User Profile option. Select the User Profile option. Click the Edit button for desired contact. Click the Contact List Group field. Now you can select a contact list group for each user in User Profile option. By enabling the PBX System Alarm feature, you can receive notifications of PBX system-related errors via email. The email body text will include error log information. Let's see the procedure to set the PBX System Alarm. First, click the PBX System option on the left-hand side. On the PBX System Alarm screen, click this box to enable PBX System Alarm email notification. Specify an email address, as well as a subject if desired. Click OK to save the settings. The PBX System Alarm has been set. You can receive CA Server log files via email at scheduled intervals. Here, let's have a look at the procedure to receive CA Server logs by email. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Settings need to be specified for CA Server to send email notifications. To set the SMTP settings, click the SMTP setting option on the left-hand side. On the SMTP settings screen, you can enter your email server's information to allow CA Server to send email notifications. You can save the CA Server database as a backup file. In this section, let's see about how to set the database backup settings. You can restore data that has been previously saved to a backup file. Restoring the database will automatically restart CA Server. First, click on the Restore Database option to view the Restore Database screen. CA users can search LDAP, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol servers, from within CA Client. LDAP servers must be compatible with LDAP version 3 to work with CA Client. To set the LDAP settings, click the LDAP settings options on the left-hand side. LDAP settings are made in the LDAP settings screen of the CA Web Manager. You can set the network information for the main CA server and other CA network CA servers.